You could be doing the right thing, but if it's not in front of the right people, and if you don't have the right people with you, it may as well be the wrong thing. You have to find your niche and your network. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you are, whenever you happen to be watching this video. For the longest time, I was made to believe that I am crazy. And I'll get into why I'm saying that. I have been doing stuff like this since I was maybe 8 years old. By stuff like this, I mean recording myself speaking on camera. Maybe longer than that, because they're home videos from when I was like 3 years old. Me rapping on camera. 3, 4 years old. Talking on camera, doing things on camera. And I was made to believe that that was insane. That it was a waste of time. And mind you, this is back in the 90s. And I kept on doing this sort of thing until, I'm still doing it. I'm doing it right now. But I did this throughout the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. I probably slowed down because I was in university, didn't really have too many ideas for content, but I probably still did some things on a little Samsung phone. This was probably pre-Galaxy S times, whenever the first camera came on where you could record yourself rather than just take pictures. I was doing that. And I was always told, yeah, you're crazy. What are you doing with this stuff? Come to find 2005 or thereabouts, some small little channel, some small website known as YouTube pops up, and you come to find that there are a bunch of people doing this exact thing. Interesting, isn't it? However, there was one thing that was a bit different when it comes to me. I happen to be doing this first in a small country called Zambia, then the same again in another small country known as Malawi. So when you are one of the first people in your country doing something like this, of course no one is going to understand what exactly you are doing. And that's the situation I came to find myself in. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you about is wasted time and wasted potential. Because yes, I was recording myself, but I was doing it sporadically. I don't think I could comfortably say that I got 10,000 hours in. So in reality, I'm still somewhat of a novice when it comes to making content, recording things, recording myself. Who knows? Had I been consistent with it, I could have been Mr. Beast. Who knows? But that takes 10,000 hours of honing your craft, 100 videos, 1,000 videos, where you practice doing what you do, right? You get better with each video that you post. But because I had probably internalized the whole, you're crazy for making videos, what are you ever going to do with that? That came from being in an environment where that was a novel thing, where it's pretty much impossible to monetize in a meaningful manner. Here's the tricky thing about an African audience, a Malawian audience in particular. If you want popularity, yes, you can go down that road. If you want financial freedom, it becomes a bit more tricky because YouTube doesn't run ads in Malawi, not to the extent that it does in other markets. So the payout per stream or per view in Malawi is low. It's lower. Same goes for, say, Spotify. Because the subscription is $3 compared to the subscription in the United States, where it would be like $11.99. The UK, I think, is $11.99 in pounds, soon to be going up. So obviously a stream in the UK, the US, Europe pays more than a stream from less developed countries. That's Spotify, YouTube, whatever you're talking about. So if you want true financial freedom, you have to hope and pray that the majority of your audience is going to be European, North American, Asian. It's an unfortunate reality. So you get demoralized when you're told, yeah, this is crazy, you can't do this here, your audience isn't going to get you paid. And yeah, perhaps I shouldn't have listened to that, because look at where I am now. I'm not in Malawi anymore, I'm not in Zambia anymore, I'm somewhere completely different. So I want to speak about wasted time, wasted potential. That's what I've just spoken about, really. You waste your time listening to other people. If you have something in your mind, in your heart, that you want to do, just do it. Just do it, and you will figure out a path from doing it. You will figure out a way to make it viable. It might not make you a millionaire, but it could put you on the path to at least being self-sufficient. Because what I realized is this whole thing of having a 9 to 5, trading your time for money, you only have so much time, so you can only make so much money using that model. It's not infinitely scalable in the same way that making content is, because once you record something, it might take 10, 15, 20 minutes or an hour of your recording, but that 1 hour of recording and editing can be scaled into thousands of hours of watch time if enough people like it. So don't waste your time listening to the opinions of others who don't even know what it is that you're trying to do. Do not waste your potential. Hone your craft. Don't make the same mistake that I did of not fulfilling, well, who's to say I haven't fulfilled the potential, but not using your potential early, not getting that practice in. I'm getting the practice in right now, but earlier I could have done this when I was 20 rather than right now where I'm 33. You know what I mean? So don't waste your time with that. The other thing related to this is of niches and networks. You have to find a niche, because not everybody is going to like what you do. Not everyone is into whatever this is. A man talking about potential and wealth creation and putting practice in. Not everybody's going to be into that. But for everybody that dislikes you, there's going to be people who love you. So what do? Do you say that, okay, people don't like what I'm doing, people hate what I'm doing, let me not do it, even though there's some people that love what I'm doing? It might be a minority that love what you do, but that's what a niche is. You don't need 8 billion people in the world to love what you do. When you think about it, even if you get like 10 million people that like you, that's still a minority in the world. That is less than 1% of the population, I think, if my math is correct. Might be a little bit less than 1%, you know? So you don't need more than 1% of the total population of the world to like you. That in of itself is a niche. So you just have to find a niche audience, cater to them, do what makes you happy, and hope that you attract a crowd that also makes happy, whatever it is that you're doing. And that will be your niche. Then you have to have a network of like-minded people who can help you in your journey. You find the right people to help you, and not only people that are like-minded, but people who, you know, are willing to help, willing to offer you opportunities, people who are willing to offer you guidance. Doesn't always need to be guidance and opportunity, and just, you know, a support system, as it were. People who, maybe if they don't have a way to guide you or things to give you in terms of opportunities, maybe they just can lend you an ear, a shoulder to cry on. You know, people who just happen to understand. So you need to have a niche, you need to have a network. Don't waste your potential. Keep grinding. Make content. Do something where you're not going to be reliant on trading your time for money in a job. In that sense, you want to do something that is scalable, preferably digital, preferably something that is easily, you can easily share it, put it in a place where people can find it. That's what you kind of want to do, I think. If you want a product that's infinitely scalable, you want it to be digital, so you can create it once, upload it once, and it can be distributed multiple times from that one upload. You want it to be automated, so you don't have to be going around and selling it yourself, distributing it yourself one by one. No, the distribution can be automated. So whether you're awake or asleep, someone can purchase the thing and download it themselves. You want it to be repeat sales, replicable. So once again, one upload, multiple sales, and you can get repeat customers. You want it to be evergreen. So again, something that lasts forever. Whether it is 1962, which doesn't make sense because that's in the past, or 2042, whatever it is that you created still has value in whatever time period that you're selling it in. And if you have those things, then it is infinitely scalable. Because this whole thing of trading your time for money, at the end of the day, it's slavery. You want to find a way to have an income that's a bit more passive. I don't believe in such a thing as completely passive income, because whatever it is you invest in, you have to put some kind of time into doing it. Like, even if it's you're getting dividends from stocks, you might not be actively doing something that generates the money, but in that initial research to find out which stock makes sense, which ones pay what dividends, you did a little bit of research. And to stay on top of the news of that company, you have to do a little bit of work. So there's always a little bit of active doing something to earn money. It's not completely passive. They are just degrees of activity. So that's what you want to do, I think. That's what I want to do. And that is why I'm going to continue making some more content, because I'm tired of believing. I'm no longer believe that I'm crazy. I think I'm onto something. It might take a while for me to get there, but if I consistently produce, then sky's the limit. I hope you're able to take something away from this video, that I haven't just been rambling on, and there's something that I said that you understand. It is a very hot day here in the UK, and I am burning up. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.